All right, Officer Day, would you open my courtroom, please?
The state of Michigan 36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge David S. Robinson Jr. presiding. Court is now in session. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right, before we begin, I have a statement I want to read concerning our public satisfaction survey. Before we begin today's hearing, I would like to talk about the public satisfaction survey. This survey allows court users to rate the court's accessibility and its treatment of the public in terms of fairness, equality, and respect. This survey will also help us better understand how we are providing service remotely. By providing us with feedback, we can make good public service even better. This survey is for everyone involved in the hearing today and will not affect your case in any way. The survey is completely optional and will take about 3 minutes to complete. A link has been placed in the Zoom chat, which will allow you to take the survey online. To access your Zoom chat, click on the very bottom middle of your Zoom screen that says chat. Once you open the chat, click on the link I provided and a browser window will open with the survey. In the event that the chat is closed or unavailable, the link will also be placed on the court's website, which is www.36districtcourt.org under the announcements section. Okay, so let's start off with Mr. Ashew, because he apparently has a case that's settled. We'll get back to you other gentlemen as soon as possible. So Mr. Hiltner, you go to the waiting room. Mr. Fisher, waiting room. Mr. Jamal, waiting room. All right, Mr. Ashew, let's call your file. We are on the record. This is case number 2015618, TrueScan LLC versus City of Detroit. Date and time for pretrial, your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alfred Ashew on behalf of defendant, City of Detroit, P82536.
All right, Mr. Ashew, I understand from our earlier discussions, the matter has been resolved.
Yes, Your Honor. I spoke to counsel earlier this morning. We have agreed to resolve the case pending City Council approval.
All right, then what I will do, accept your representation as an officer of the court, and I will dismiss the matter without prejudice. When you folks get your paperwork done, then send it on in.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, my end of hearing statement concerning the public satisfaction survey. Now that we have ended today's hearing, I would like to remind everyone to please complete the public satisfaction survey via the survey link I have provided in the Zoom chat. This survey is completely optional and anonymous. It will take about 3 minutes to complete. You do not need to answer any questions you do not want to, and you may end the survey at any time by clicking to the end of the survey and hitting the done button. The survey feedback is very important to us to help us better serve the public. We greatly appreciate your time. Thank you, Mr. Ashew.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, gentlemen, I'll be with you just a second. Nice. All right, let's get started. We are on the record calling case number 157986. Citibank versus Lois Farrell. Your respective appearances.
Yes, Your Honor. Joseph Jamal on behalf of the plaintiff, Citibank, P71254.
You're muted, Mr. Fisher.
My apologies. Good morning, Your Honor. I'm Greg Fisher, P80885, here today on behalf of Delois Farrow.
All right. Both of you gentlemen, or should I say, I have a motion for summary disposition that was filed on behalf of Citibank. And I have a response apparently that came in the other day from the defendant. So all we need, it sounds like to me, is a date for your hearing. Let's get you a date and we'll get you on out of here. How about Wednesday, March 17th? Does that work for both of you?
Let's see. Yes, Your Honor.
And how about you, sir?
Yes, that should work for me too, Your Honor.
Okay. So we'll do you at 10 o'clock. And we'll calendar for that time a motion for summary disposition filed on behalf of the plaintiff. That pretty much concludes our business with one exception. I have a statement that I am to read at the end of our hearing. Now that we have ended today's hearing, I would like to remind everyone to please complete the public satisfaction survey via the survey link I have provided in the Zoom chat. This survey is completely optional and anonymous. It will take about 3 minutes to complete. You do not need to answer any questions you do not want to, and you may end the survey at any time by clicking to the end of the survey and hitting the done button. The feedback is very important to us to help us better serve the public. We greatly appreciate your time. Thank you, gentlemen. So our next time we are together will be at 10 o'clock, March 17th, for the motion for summary disposition. Thank you coming in. We're coming in. We're off the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Mr. Fisher.
Thank you, Mr. Jamal.
Judge, did you say that was in the chat, the link?
Yeah, the chat room. At the bottom of the screen, it says chat. In between participants and silver screen,
All right.
that's where it is.
Okay, great. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day. Good morning, Ms. Moore.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you today?
I'm well, yourself?
I'm doing all right. Thank you, sir.
Your case has already been done. Mr. Ashew came on and advised the court that you guys have settled. So whenever you
Oh.
guys get your original paperwork, send it on in.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right, have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
We are on the record calling file 21142493, Integral Lab Management versus City of Detroit. This matter is scheduled for pretrial today at 10 o'clock. It's now 10:32. Your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Philip Hiltner for defendant City of Detroit, P77913.
Thank you. This matter comes to us by way of an order changing venue dated December 7th, 2020, changing venue from the district court in Royal Oak. Thereafter, on January 22nd, 2021, this court sent notice of today's hearing to the parties. Matter scheduled for hearing at 10 o'clock. The notice was sent almost 30 days ago. Plaintiff has failed to appear. No good cause of that failure having been shown. This matter is dismissed without prejudice. We'll send in a copy of the order, sir. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The next file we're going to call is file number 21142489. This case comes to us by way of a change of venue from the 17th District Court, an order dated by, looks like October 2nd, 2020. The file is entitled Midland Credit Management versus Uganda Wilson. By a notice dated January 22nd, 2021, more than 30 days from today, the matter set for hearing today, February 23rd at 10 o'clock. As of 10:33, neither party has appeared. This case is dismissed without prejudice. We are off the record. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before we get started, I have a announcement I want to read. Before we begin today's hearing, I want to talk about the Public Satisfaction Survey. This survey allows court users to rate the court's accessibility and its treatment of the public in terms of fairness, equality, and respect. This survey will also help us better understand how we are providing service remotely. By providing us with feedback, we can make good public service even better. This survey is for everyone involved in the various hearings today and will not affect your case in any way. The survey is completely optional and will take about 3 minutes to complete. A link has been placed in the Zoom chat, which will allow you to take the survey online. To access your Zoom chat, click on that button in the middle of your Zoom screen that says chat. Mine is in between participants and share screen. Once you open the chat, click on the link I provided and a browser window will open with the survey. In the event that the chat is closed or unavailable, a link will also be placed on the court's website, www.36districtcourt.org, under the announcement sections. Okay, let's see what we got. Who's here on Total Health versus Sharon Powell? We have both sides on that.
Sharon Powell.
And Ms. Bedwin, you here on that?
No, I'm here on auto owners.
No,
Open
Mr. Bedwin.
MRI.
Yes, I'm here on that.
Okay, then everybody else is off to my waiting room, and we'll pick you up just a second. All right, waiting room. Waiting room. Waiting room. Waiting room. All right, we are on the record calling file number 2015880. The file is entitled Total Healthcare Incorporated versus Sharon Powell. This appears to be our initial pretrial, your respective appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. Sean Bodwine, P71644 on behalf of the plaintiff.
And what is your name, ma'am?
Sharon Powell.
Is it your intention to represent yourself in this matter?
Yes.
You have an absolute constitutional right to do that. What you do not have is a right to your own set of rules of civil procedure, your own rules of evidence, and your own statutes. If you elect to represent yourself, as is your constitutional right, the same rules that bind that lawyer will bind you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Where are we on this file, people?
I have not had a chance to speak with the defendant.
Okay, then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a return date of March 23rd. Does that work for everybody? March 23rd, 11 o'clock?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. The court will also open your written discovery.
All right.
And that's going to conclude us today. I have one more statement to read to you. Now that we have ended today's hearing, I would like to remind everyone to please complete the public satisfaction survey via the survey link I have provided in the Zoom chat. This survey is completely optional and anonymous. It will take about 3 minutes to complete. You do not need to answer any questions you do not want to, and you may end the survey at any time by clicking to the end of the survey and hitting the done button. The feedback is very important to us to help us better serve the public. We greatly appreciate your time. Thank you both. March 23rd at 11 o'clock will be our next pretrial. Your written discovery is now open. You are both free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right. This is New Horizon Chiropractic PLLC versus City of Detroit. Your respective appearances.
Howard Cohen, P41346, appearing on behalf of the plaintiff, New Horizon.
Good morning, Your Honor. Teresa Olet, P72765, appearing on behalf of defendant City of Detroit.
Okay. Just so the record is clear, this is case number 2016599. This appears to be our initial pretrial. By its order dated January 22nd, the court ordered that both parties make the 2.302 disclosures within 21 days. Has that been done?
No, unfortunately, Your Honor, I was waiting on some documentation for my third-party administrator. So I do need a little bit of additional time in order to provide those disclosures as well as some responses to discovery sent by plaintiff.
Well, discovery isn't open.
Right.
The only thing the court authorized was the 2.302 disclosures. And you've not done that. Is that what I hear you saying?
Yes, Your Honor. I need additional time.
All right, the court will adjourn this matter to March 23rd at 11 o'clock. Does that work for both of you?
Yes.
Ms. Oulette?
I'm sorry, I'm checking my calendar. Yes, March 23rd at 11 o'clock is fine.
Now, those disclosures are not optional. If they have not been made by the next time we're here, this case is done. Now then, the
Okay.
default.
Okay.
March 23rd, 11 o'clock. Sorry, I have to read you the next statement. Now that we have ended today's hearing, I would like to remind everyone to please complete the public satisfaction survey via the survey link I have provided in the Zoom chat. This survey is completely optional and anonymous. It will take about 3 minutes to complete. You do not need to answer any questions you do not want to, and you may end the survey at any time by clicking to the end of the survey and hitting the done button. This feedback is very important to us to help us better serve the public. We greatly appreciate your time. Thank you both. March 23rd. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. This is 19176-906, Dynamic MRI versus Auto Owners. Your respective appearances.
Carolyn Beverly, P44028, on behalf of the plaintiff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Watt, P63869, on behalf of defendant auto owners.
All right. This is the fattest file in my file cabinets. Our discovery is closed. Motions withdrawn. Where are we
Yes.
on this file?
It's
Your
not
Honor,
settled, Your Honor.
right. We've exchanged settlement demand or settlement offers and demands. We're far apart at the present. I'm open to any suggestions. I anticipate that this file will settle. I don't know if a trial date makes sense at this point. I don't know if facilitation makes sense, but I'm certainly willing to do whatever is possible to try to settle it.
Well, a trial date doesn't make sense because as a practical matter, I'm threatening you with an empty gun and everybody knows my gun is empty.
Yeah, I kind of assume that, Your Honor, so.
It's kind
Your Honor,
of like an empty threat.
are not the other judges in 36 just granting stays so that it can be tried? Because I'm going to tell you, Your Honor, we spent a ton of money litigating this case, and,
I said,
you know,
file here.
defendant filed 5 motions. We filed 3 for default judgment, you know, to get them to substitute, bring homeowners in, and that wasn't done. That motion had to be withdrawn. They haven't stipulated to that. And then the motion to compel, but we've had to defend against 5 other motions that we've either won or they've been set aside. My client's not willing to pay for facilitation. They have paid 11.4% on the bill. They do not want to pay any more than that.
Well, here's the situation. As I indicated to you, don't have a trial date. It's not going to happen. So either you settle the case, you're not interested in facilitation. You know, that's something that needs to be done voluntarily by the parties. And apparently we don't have a mutual agreement on that. So what we'll do is I'll simply give you another day and you can continue to build your respective plans. March 23rd will be our next date, 11 o'clock. Does that work for everybody?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, I will make it work.
Okay, I'll send out another notice. March 23rd at 11 o'clock, we'll continue our pretrial. And finally, I have a statement to read to each of you. Now that we have ended today's hearing, I would like to remind everyone to please complete the public satisfaction survey via the survey link I have provided in the Zoom chat. This survey is completely optional and anonymous. It will take about 3 minutes to complete. You do not need to answer any questions you do not want to, and you may end the survey at any time by clicking to the end of the survey and hitting the done button. This feedback is very important to us to help us better serve the public. We greatly appreciate your time. So I'll talk to you guys again March 23rd.
Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Coming in.
Bye-bye.
Off the record.